Hi, I'm Chuck Saunders with Wrist Rockets, and today we're going to accessorize a Falcon 2 flat band wrist rocket. Falcon 2 is just this great universal wrist rocket that has a lot of options in the way that you can accessorize it. You can accessorize it for cosmetic reasons. You can also accessorize it just to increase functionality of it. We'll start with the clips because they're just a pretty little option that a lot of people overlook. And if you have a lot of people in a group that are shooting wrist rockets, it's an easy way to make yours stand out from others. The clips come in this new packaging, and I want you to be able to see that. Everything is going to be coming in with this new logo design. They're easy to install. Essentially all you're doing is popping open the package, popping out the clips, and if you've seen me change power bands, you know how easy it is to do. Simple, about a 5-second process. I hold the tail of the tip underneath, press from the underside, the clip pops out, press back in the new clip, and remember there's one side that has a ridge. For standard Black Mamba and TNT bands, the ridge goes in first. For the striker band, the ridge goes forward, not the smooth end goes in. Snaps in like that. Second one comes out. Pull some tension on there so that the band is tight, and slip that in. Now you have an accessorized band clips for the Falcon 2. If you want to, you can blend the bail guard to match the colors. And here is a yellow one that I'll use as an example. Bail guards are really easy to take out and put back in. It's important to remember that the top of the bail should have the arc facing up, not concave, but convex up here. So take them out, you press down on the bottom, and you pull out on the top. It goes like this. You turn it sideways, it comes out. Repeat and reverse the process. Move it up so it's very close to the top, just approximately there. Now you customized your clips. So makes the unit, dresses the unit up, gives it just a little bit of pizzazz. But if you're trying to get more into the functionality of it, there's nothing better to choose than the Pipper sight. The Pipper sight, you probably are familiar with it. It's a fiber optic sight, has 6 inches of military grade fiber optics running around in a raceway, and it comes out with a brilliant pippers, 4 pippers. They go alternating colors so you know where you're at. There's a leveling vial on the top to help you go into the perfect C format. I'll show you in a second. And that bubble is, by the way, is reversible, so it can fit on either side. There's a receiver on the other side, and there's spare adhesive because it's just held in with a small adhesive patch, so that you can reverse that if you're left-handed as opposed to a right-handed shooter. I'm right-eye dominant, and so that's the way this one would come out. I like shooting with the Pipper sight. I find it so much easier to get on target because the top one usually comes in around 10 yards and the bottom one comes at around 20 to 25 yards. And of course you can tune the Pipper by tuning the power. So let's say that you're shooting at 20 yards and you're using the 3rd Pipper down, but you're just a little bit low. You can pull an extra ½ inch out on both sides, and that'll draw the target up. It should be very close to where you're shooting. Finally, there's power bands. And there's different reasons to use different power bands. The Black Mamba that comes with the unit is a beautiful all-around power band. It is durable, has plenty of speed, and I think it's just a perfect starting point for anybody who's shooting a flat band wrist rocket. If you, on the other hand, wanted to go up and get more power, you got to be careful here in how you're analyzing this, but if you want more power and more durability, the striker band will be the best band. The striker band at the low power setting may shoot just a little bit faster than the Black Mamba, but it is not the fastest band. The fastest band is the TNT. The TNT stands for Twin Natural latex tapered bands, and they are by far the fastest bands. At the low power setting, they'll shoot slower than either of those bands. But as you go up to the maximum speed, the TNT will surpass that. I like the TNTs personally myself, because if you're shooting and you're really shooting a lot to try to get good form and good accuracy, the TNT is going to pull the easiest, leave you the steadiest so that you can be the most accurate. The only downside to the TNT is that they are susceptible to ultraviolet radiation, and because of that, you shouldn't leave the slingshots sitting in a window where there's going to be direct sunlight. Black Mamba, it's not too big of a deal. It's not recommended, but it still wouldn't be too big of a deal. If you're out in the sun all day long, it really wouldn't affect them. If you're shooting recreational outside, you might want to consider our 56 caliber glass ammo. They're beautiful ionized glass ammo that's made in the United States. We chose 56 over 50 caliber because 50 caliber in glass is too light for the speed of the bands. In other words, you could get snapback, and they're just simply don't have enough weight to really help with the accuracy and consistency of the shot. 56 has a little bit more mass than a 50 caliber glass. Don't shoot 50 caliber glass, go up to the 56 if you're going to do that. We have several different types of dispenser packs available, all the way up to where we just have them in boxes, where you get large quantities of them in any of the colors or in random colors, which is basically end runs from the manufacturers. They're beautiful ammo. It's all high grade, but it is just ideal if you're shooting a lot outside and you want to keep your costs down. If you're really interested in the accuracy, the 50 caliber steel ammo is by far the best. It will hold a much tighter group. It is much less susceptible to crosswinds, much less susceptible to the pulse in your hand, any of those factors. It just simply holds a tighter group. It's more expensive, but to keep your costs down, there's two ways that you can go. One is that we will be introducing, hopefully in the near future, a target that's going to be collapsible. It unfolds, it generates its own hamper, it captures the ammo and allows you to shoot at a spinner target and be able to collapse it down, throw it in the trunk, go out into the woods and shoot anywhere, and it looks good in a rec room. It's not available yet, but it is coming. If you're trying to do something in the meantime, which I recommend doing, is there are slingshot targets that you can build from cardboard boxes and old t-shirts. It's not very difficult. One of the websites that display these different designs, and choose one for yourself that you think is going to be appropriate. This is Chuck Saunders with Wrist Rockets. Shoot safe, honorably, and well.